Gems! Welcome back, it's Lorena. Today I'm here with a Drugstore Glam makeup look. I was wearing this in my recent tag, the Jaclyn Hill Ride or Die, and also in my Ipsy and BoxyCharm unboxing videos. If you haven't seen them, I'll link them down below. But in the tag, I tagged my friend Abby from the channel Abi Kat, or previously known as Rocket Lux, and she was like, thanks for tagging me, I love your eyes, like, do you have a tutorial on this? And I was like, no, but I could do one. So she inspired me to go ahead and recreate the look for you guys. I actually really like that look too. I wore it all day, went into some errands, I went to a baseball game. Like, I didn't feel it was too overly glam, but I felt real pretty all day, so I was like, why not do that for you guys? So let's hop into it. And always so you can see which drugstore products helped me create this look. Okay, Gems, I'd already started off with my eyes and my face primed, and I will of course list everything in the down bar if you're interested. And then I went in with Wet n Wild's Brulee just to set the primer and help everything else blend more easily. I like to use a shade because it's a nice neutral, almost my skin tone, but not quite kind of shade. And next, for the crease shade, I used Shea Moisture Sandstone, and I just blended this through the crease. I did cut back a bit on this clip, but I blended for a while. You definitely don't want any harsh lines, so I took my time, and I'm using, I believe, a Morphe brush. If you guys want to know what brushes I use, leave a comment down below. I don't usually list those, but sometimes it's interesting, and sometimes you don't even know. You just grab brushes, you know what I mean? But this is a favorite brush of mine, and this color is actually really nice. It's neutral, not too warm, not too cool. I was quite impressed. And next, to deepen that, I used Milani's Brownstone number 4. It's just a deeper, darker brown, and I use this mainly in the outer corner and through the crease, but I tried not to take it too far up. I just wanted to deepen everything just a touch, and I did spend a lot of time blending this, so of course the clip has been cut back for time's sake, but trust me, the blending was what took the longest. You definitely don't want any harsh lines, so it doesn't look too rough. So yeah, I took a long time blending, and I really focused this on the outer corner and on the main part of the crease, so not too far up, but really just focusing it in the lower part of the crease. Alright, and on the lid I did use a Maybelline Color Tattoo Chrome. This is in the shade Beige Luster. Man, I can't read, those letters are tiny. And this I used on a flat concealer brush. I found it was the easiest way to apply it. I've tried it before with the actual doe foot applicator, and I don't like it. It applies too much product and it gets patchy that way. So I just kind of gradually build this up with the brush, and it works way better. And I did use a little more brownstone through the crease just to blend out any harsh lines so that there weren't any harsh edges between the cream shadow and the crease area. And didn't really add too much to color. Next, I used ColourPop's I Heart This. I love this color. I just used my finger to pat this on the main glittery part of our lid because that is what gives it this glam, glitzy, metallic look. It's a perfect shade to do that. And of course, I did go back in and blend. I didn't add any color though, just blended what was already there. Okay, and I had to cheat because I don't have a drugstore gel liner, so I used my Inglot 77, and I had to do that off camera because I have to be really close to my mirror. And then I grabbed my foundation. This is the CoverGirl Stay Fabulous in Nude Beige. Tap that all over my face, and then use my Real Techniques blending sponge. I don't know the name, but you guys know which one I'm talking about, the Beauty Blender dupe. I'd actually forgotten how good this foundation is and how much I really enjoyed it. This was like my holy grail for a long time, and I stopped using it for a while. But I think I'm going to pick it up again in the near future because wow, the shade is actually like the exact shade of my skin. So I really like this. It is a little bit heavy. I found it just a little bit too thick, but you can work with that if you know what you're doing. And sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. But for the most part, I really like this foundation, and I'm surprised that I stopped using it for so long. I guess I just have too many in my collection. But anyways, I am rambling. Sorry guys. It's just, it gets boring watching people blend their foundation, don't you think? Is it just me? Let me know. Just like brows. I get bored watching people fill in their brows. That annoys me in tutorials. Okay, but moving on. I went in with the Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer. This is in the shade 125 Fair. I'm usually the fairest one, like any concealer, because I'm super pale, so I need an even paler color. But this one I'd had for a long time, and again, I didn't reach for it. But the bottle's halfway done, so I'm guessing I really liked it at one point, and I just kind of forgot about it in my vast collection. But I really like this. It covered well, it brightens, but nothing too crazy. ostentatious, like, whoa, what happened under your eyes kind of brightness. Sometimes highlighting that way can be a little too much. So this one just kind of brightens in a nice, subtle way, something too dramatic, too crazy. And I'm going to be reaching for this concealer a lot more as well because it's really nice. And then I did use my Coty Airspun powder to set my under eyes and pretty much my whole face. I love this powder. It was in my Ride or Die tag because it's amazing and I highly recommend it. And I'm in translucent extra coverage. And for blush, I used the Wet n Wild Rosé Champagne. This is a beautiful, everyday kind of color. Very pretty, very subtle, but also shows up really well, which surprised me. So I thought it was going to be a whole lot of nothing on my skin, but it shows up really nicely. And yeah, I had a hole in my cheek. Weird. But moving on, the blush is really nice. Highly recommend this. And I am using a Real Techniques brush to apply that because they are amongst the best. And then I went into the boring part, the brows. I'm actually really bad at doing my brows. I do use a L'Oreal Brow Stylist Little Duo. I only use the powder. I don't like the wax. But yeah, this is the part that really bores me in tutorials. I don't know why I included it, but some people enjoy that kind of stuff, so that's why it's in here. I do use the little spoolie and brush that comes in the kit. It's tiny and kind of hard to hold on to, but it works really well, so why not? And yeah, this is a blonder shade, which I'm obviously not blonde, but my hair is light, so that kind of balances things. And to set that, I use the Brow Plumping Gel, also from L'Oreal, also in the blonde. And I just kind of sweep this through and hope it's going to hold my brows in place. This actually isn't the best at that, but it works okay. And then it was time to set the face. This is a Wet n Wild, I don't know, photo finish or something like that setting spray. Works okay. I'm just kind of trying to finish it up. Not my favorite, but not the worst I've used either. And I do like to tap that in. And then of course I went in with mascara. I've learned the hard way to apply mascara after setting spray because it makes a smudge. And if you're curious, this is the Star Wars version of the Supersizer. My Big Lots had it on sale, so I had like 3 bottles of this packaging. I'm still trying to work through them, but I love this mascara. It's so nice. Definitely deserves a Ride or Die status. And finally, went in with lips. This is Honeyberry from Essence Lip Liner. And I realized later on this was the wrong one and it was too bright. But I wanted to share with you guys that I did originally use this one. And it's a really nice liner, don't get me wrong. I just found that it was a little bit too bright for the eye look that I was wearing that day. You can kind of see in my face in a couple of seconds and I'm like, wait a second, why is this? Is this the right liner? Well, I don't see another one, great. Okay, maybe we'll just go with it. I'm just like, alright, I'd already applied it, so I figured I would try to make it work. It's like maybe with the lipstick it'll tone down a bit. So yes, I used the Rock and Roll Nude from Kate Moss and Rimmel London's new line to kind of try to tone down that bright pink lip liner. I had used a different lip liner a couple days before in my previous videos. I will update you guys on that in a second. But that's the finished eye look. Let me know what you think. I think it's really pretty and glam, but still wearable for every day. Also wearable for like homecoming or school event. Let me know what you think, guys. And real quick, that is the finished look. I just wanted to explain, if you're curious about why my lips look different at the end of the actual look and then in the intro and outro, the thing is I had reached for the wrong liner and I really didn't like how it looked. So as I was doing my makeup originally, I wore the Honeyberry, this is from Essence, and I applied my Kate Moss lipstick, and I was like, why is it so bright? I don't like how it looks. I don't think this is the liner I was using when I filmed those other videos. So I went through my collection, and yeah, I had misplaced the one I was using the other day, and I like that one way better with this eye look. So I switched it to Soft Berry, also from Essence. Just wiped that off, applied the Soft Berry, applied the same Kate Moss lipstick on top. So that's why it's a deeper, more subtle lip look. I think this looks way better with the eyes. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if there's any other looks you'd like me to do, maybe like an everyday like school look or maybe a homecoming. Let me know, give me some ideas in the comments down there. Let me know if you liked it, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe. I can never say those. But I hope you stick around for more videos and have a great day. See you soon, guys. Bye.